What is going on, Chatbot Builders? CBB Nation up in the house. What do y'all know about it? Wednesday, son. Golly, in the first month of 2025, halfway in the books. What you feel about it? How you feel about it, Hans? What's going on, my man? What's up, Asta? Obviously, Asta. Charles, I hope you saw the video I put in Discord. I thought about dropping it here with my Snoop Dogg voice. I think we'll get enough of Snoop tonight. Go, go, go. Go, DJ. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's so good to see you. Congratulations on all your stuff you're doing. You're just making all the trips, too. We got to have our chat to Miss Denise. Fabian. All right, man. We going to have some fun, y'all. All right, we're going to get right to it. We got all the fun people. Man, I could take all day. I love CBB Nation so much. Can't wait to show you guys what we've got going on tonight. I think you're really going to like it. Hopefully, this will shed some nice clarity. 20 million watching. Look at that. Breaking all the records with Josh and Mark and Jeff. Man, we're about to have some. Now the pressure's on. Now I'm like about to start messing up here. But y'all will deal with me, right? I hope so. What's going on, Miss Susan? How you doing? Good to see you. We're going to have some fun tonight, I think. That is what the goal is. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen here once I get this bad boy ready. And as you guys have questions, obviously, drop them, and we will see if we can't solve everything. Can't inspire some things and shed some light on some things. That's going to be our goal. So let's go ahead and start sharing here. It might have some little bit of fun too. I think that's always kind of a big deal. Cool. So we are here. Now, I got to give a big shout out to Jose because he let us use this account, which is one of his Twilio numbers. I'm going to find that account here. This is my account 000. But this guy, let's see if we can find it. SMS bot here. This has been so much fun. And so 4 contacts, which I'll delete here. You might see some celebrity names. Oop, 2 celebrities right here, Michael Jordan and Wendy. So that's really fun, but we're going to delete these guys. I know I normally start out with a brand new account, but thanks to so much regulation out there, I'm not going to be able to do that with SMS because there's just so much regulatory stuff you got to deal with, right? So in our analytics page here, you can see we do have SMS enabled as well as voice. Web chat is by default. I got a little Discord thing here or something. Quit. Pop it on my screen. All right. So these are the things that we've got connected so far. Additionally, I'm hopping right into it. When I go to our settings here, I can go to integrations, and you're already connected to OpenAI, but we don't show other LLMs so often. But for today, because we're using the phone channel, I am using Gemini, one of my favorite LLMs, and we are using, what is it? Gemini 2.0 Flash. And we got ourselves a little prompty prompt going on in here. We're going to test this thing out. And we're going to use a default agent maybe to start with. We'll go through everything, but I'm also connected to, what else? I'm not connected to one of my calendars, or maybe I am. Let's see. I think I'm connected. Yes, so this is a brand new account I just made. I don't know if I'll actually be able to work with that calendar. The calendar's not even like pulling up on my Gmail there. But my personal calendar, like it would be pointless to do this on my calendar because there's no spaces left. But you do have the option to plug into Google Calendar or Outlook, and that should work out for you really nicely. We also did integrate with 11 Labs, so to get you on the same page if you're going to try to do the step-by-step, which I encourage you to do if this is something that you need to do. We're using 11 Labs, so I can use my custom voices in this case, but we're not using our 11 Labs integration for the phone channel. We're using it for web chat in this case, and maybe some other things if we decide to. But that's what we're connected with. So you're OpenAI by default. Then because I'm using the phone channel, I'm going to use Gemini, I think, because that's the fastest one. So I've connected there. When I go to channels here, I can see again my options. By default, you've got web chat. But I did, thanks to Jose, he hooked it up. I'm hooked up with Twilio for SMS. and I've got audio codes, which I think is the best phone service for now. And this is, keep in mind, this is going to be typically a bit slower. It's going to have latency. It will, because it's 11 labs generating text into speech with my desired voice, which sounds a lot like a rapper, if I do say so myself. Okay, so that's where we are right now. I'm going to go ahead and say we got to do one other thing here. Let's look at our boards. Now, this is a big deal, guys. I'm going to really start referring to this as an AI CRM. And we're still adding more things. We added some new features today, actually. I'll kind of go over those, but pipelines. The goal, I think, and you guys can tell me what I'm missing here or how I can make it better. But the goal here is going to be to demonstrate how you can have a call come in. Hopefully, the call is going to get booked, right? And when they get booked, they're going to end up on the pipeline. That's kind of the goal here. That's what my idea is, kind of on the fly. And so let's make a new board together. Let's call this an opportunity board. Let's make a custom board. It's fine. We'll just go all the way from scratch. Okay. So this will be our custom board. We'll rename it later. But let's just say the first stage 1, we'll rename this and we'll say phone call lead. Phone call lead. And so maybe by default, any phone call that comes in, they're going to fall under here. Maybe we'll add another stage and we'll call this web chat lead, or QR code web chat lead. Right. And so maybe here next, I want to say made an appointment. And then the last one I could do here, I could do more if I want to, but here I'm going to say, well, maybe this would be the last one for this custom board. I'll say, let's make this one converted or need to call back. How about that? Need to call back. And again, I could make as many as I need to, but in this case, need to call back will be the last one that I'll play with here. So a phone call is going to come in for one. A QR code, that'll come in for one. Maybe I'll switch these. Need to call back, right? And so anyone that maybe they finish the phone call, they finish partially the deal. Maybe they end up here, or maybe this is by default. We need to call back. That could be a thing too. That could be a thing, but for now I'll leave all 4, and then we've got made the appointment. So this would be like they completed the task, something like that. That's where my mind is. Let's go ahead and say in our settings, we want to say that there is a value. So that's going to be good. Everything's enabled. We did add, I'll show you once we get some people here, the ability to add an attachment inside of the CRM, which is a big request. And we've got more things coming along with a date filter. So you can see your leads or your tasks. That's coming to you without a contact, assigning a task to the board. You'll be able to see that by date if you want to. That's a big request, and that's a good one. I think this is okay for now. Let's go back and maybe I'll rename this, and I'll rename it to be like phone thing. Like, I guess this is it right here. We'll make it like phone board, or let's see, YouTube board, YouTube live leads. And hopefully we'll get some participation from CBB Nation. So YouTube live leads, I've got this where I want it. Yes. Okay. So all that's perfect. Now what I want to do is I want to understand how I'm going to make this work. Maybe I'll show you first with the default agent to explain how that works. And then like, we'll get into the QR code bit. Maybe we could maybe do it both at the same time. But what I want to do here is say, let's look at our function. In this case, I've got 2 functions that are going to be very important in the way that I'm going to do things. Number 1, I've got a book appointment function. And so what is this what's happening here? It's allowing a user to book an appointment. That's the whole goal. Let's look at it as you would see it here. This is our function. This is like one of the most magical things about CBB, in my opinion, the way that we make the AI just do what you want it to do. without you having to micromanage it, which is a key thing. Let the AI work for you. In this case, book appointment is the name of the function when the action is going to be them landing on the calendar. What does the function do? It allows them to book the appointment. It doesn't get any more simple than that, and this is on purpose. You're going to let the AI do the work. Now, a function is going to work best when you provide simple data parameters here that'll be field values in the cuffs. When these values are met, your rules are, you're set here, both are matching. That's what triggers a function. Okay, so it's best to have data there when possible. People can make it work without it, but just telling you it's best. Now, in this case, because I'm booking the appointment, I have a date and time cuff matched with the date that's going to be referenced to the appointment. So whatever date the bot says, okay, this is when the person's appointment needs to be, that is being saved here in this cuff date. I've made that already. Because this is visible, you'll see book on calendar. And there's my calendar, the only one that's there. And I'll go through that, but I've got this SMS flow too. I think I'm going to change this to work a little bit differently. I think I'm going to do that. I'm not sure if I will or not. This will actually send like a link, if I wanted to, a link that says, here's your appointment. And then I've got an output message that says you're all set. So in this case, I'm just getting two things, just really the name, the full name, and the date is all I care about in this instance, because I'm going to call the number. I think I'll call, and then I'll also throw the QR code at the same time. But I think that'll be okay. So SMS, you know what I'll do? Here's what we'll do. Instead of SMS, I'm going to go, we'll create that Kanban board. That's what we need to do. Let's say add to pipeline. Add to pipeline. So when the appointment is booked, it's all set and done. Then we'll say, okay, great. Let's add this dude to the pipeline. So we'll say actions, pipeline, and we'll add the contact to the pipeline. And we'll say this is going to be the YouTube live leads board. So the name of this will be, we'll say YouTube lead. The value you're going to be worth, let's call it almost $1,000. How about that? Then we'll say the description will say, this is a MVP in the making. They joined us for a live session like a boss would. All right. So then in this case, I could assign myself to follow up, or Jose, because we're both on this account. Shout out again, Jose, PR Bots. By the way, your website is amazing. Did a great job on that, dude. I'll assign myself, and all you guys are going to be a high priority here. Oh, I got a little typo there. Look at that. We'll fix that tomorrow. Take a screenshot of that bad boy. I'll fix that. Maybe, yeah, I'll fix it tomorrow. We'll put that on low there. How about that? And then the status, leave you as open, and this is a phone call lead. That's what we want there. That's the name of the stage. Here are your other stages there. All right, so we'll click continue, and I think that might be all we want to do there. Or maybe we could say, here could be this is a great one actually, because I have text messages enabled on this account. This is actually a really cool thing that I don't think I've shown before. Let's call this add to pipeline. Add to pipeline. All right, and then here I'm going to say alert admin. This is a really cool way to alert your people. You can do the same thing with email if you wanted to. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say actions, and then I'm going to say SMS. Send an SMS to the admin, which is me. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to say +1, put my number in there. And then I'll say full name. Just became a new lead. Check the inbox now. And then I'll give myself a inbox label, and then I'll use a custom field for inbox link, right? And so that's pretty cool. Save. So what this will do is add to pipeline will be what we decide to trigger once that appointment is made. So let's go back to our function, book appointment, edit. And then here, what flow is sent, and it's add to pipeline now. That's what we want. So what'll happen here is, guys, is we're going to allow the bot to accept an appointment if the full name, excuse me, if the full name is collected and if the date and time of the appointment is satisfied. So these are the two things we're looking for. And what should happen is we'll then get booked onto the calendar, and then we'll be added into the pipeline, hopefully into the correct place, add to the pipeline, and then you're all set. So continue. All right, cool. So let's go to integrations here. And I'm going to click on Gemini. So let's look at this prompt. So we can working with that. I actually just threw this in, so I don't know. I have instructions for the email, but I didn't test it out yet. We can try that here in a little bit. In this case, it's not a very long prompt at all. I haven't even really read it. What's cracking? This is Snoop Dogg. Today's current time is current user time. This is a good thing to know, and always throw in your prompt is the current user time. That allows your bot to immediately know what time it is, where they are, which is a good thing, okay, for you and them to know. So the appointment processed, I need the first name. Let's call this full name. Full name, the day, and the desired time. Okay, if all the details are provided, use it to book, use the book appointment function to finalize it. By the way, shout out to Charles, because now even if I just did first name, let's do that actually. Let's make it first name, because shout out to Charles. During the last session, this is why I don't think anyone's done this necessarily. I've never seen a YouTuber like do this, where they take the feedback and then immediately the next time they're like, oh, guess what? We implemented that thing like 2 days later. We'll say first name here. What I was getting at was, before we were only forcing the full name to be seen across the platform. In general, it only affected web chat. But if you were just in the full name or the first name, you wouldn't necessarily see that easily. So we fixed that. Shout out to Charles and all of CBB Nation that like gives us all the clues to make things better. So to book an appointment, all I need is the first name and the day, desired time. If all the details are provided, use the book appointment function to finalize it. Okay, cool. So then he's going through some dialogue here. In this case, he's getting the email. I don't think that's important for us right now. And then here, what is important is this is where you turn on the functions. So check availability and book appointment. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the check availability deal too. So let's look at the function there and check availability, which is right here. This is one that's really important. It's also very, very easy. You could also customize this in your own way. I have a simple way to do it. At least to me, it's simple. What's happening here is, say you want to know when can I make an appointment? What's your availability? Well, you're going to need to have the start date. We have a article on our documentation that shows a start and an end date. I have a kind of a trick, at least I use for that, for the end date. It's just based on a 7-day policy. But you could make the end date also a custom field. But what's happening here is, when the bot detects the user saying, hey, what is the availability of your, starting tomorrow or starting today, whatever, it's going to understand when to set that start date, either right now, like in this moment in time, the last interaction, or it's going to be based off of whenever the user actually like asks for. So the function call is happening with the information of like when do we need to grab the next 3 availabilities. That could be 3 consecutive times in the same day. It could be 3 consecutive dates in a row with different times. That's really in the prompt. So I'll show you how that works here too. So what's happening is, we are saying when is it happening? When the user says, hey, what's your availability? The start date is going to be essentially inferred. I'll show you how it works in the flow. We don't need to book anything on the calendar, although it appears, because this is a date and time cuff. But you see here, we say none. which is reflected in that documentation I mentioned. And what happens is it's checking or sending a flow. So the flow is really what does the work. The check availability flow. Let's check that really quickly. Flows and then check availability. It'll be here. Okay. So this is your flow. I could have broken this out, but in this case, it's just going to go straight down. And I think it'll make sense. So the start date has been set at that point in time, like the time of the call at that point. The end date is going to be based on the the end date is based on the current time, right? Whatever that current time is, plus 7 days. We'll see in the next spot here. So the end date would be set at the current time plus 7 days in my instance. So you got a whole week. So it's like not it should be enough time to have an appointment if you've got a calendar that's booked on a 7 or a weekly basis, right? You could add more to this, you could add less, but this is just the way that I like to do it. And so we've got our end dates set how we want. And then we're going to our appointment scheduling tool. This is an action. How do you get there? Let me show you that. Add content, actions. And then you'll see, where are we? Where's my scheduler? Right here. There's your action. Appointment scheduling. We can book, cancel, or check availability. In this case, we're checking the availability, and it's going to be on my only calendar with that start date that was defined at the function level. Like, hey, I want to check the availability. If it says, next Friday, that's where it's going to start. Then the end date will be 7 days based on that date. So I've got the start date that's defined up front, and then the end date is basically defined on a rule. And then I've got the result used by AI. What this means is we're going to have the results here saved. In this case, the results cuff. If I have this turned on, then we're going to use AI for you on your behalf to like format this a little bit better. I'm still not totally satisfied with the way it's formatted because it's still kind of like robotic in a way, but I still want it to be organized. So what I do is I go an extra step. And so I'll say, you're a helpful assistant. You're going to provide the next 3 available dates. Now, this is important. This says dates. I didn't say slots. Dates and slots within the same day. That is a different thing, but this is where you define that. Okay. And so, because your bot has all the information. So only generate times that are exact multiples of 15. So I didn't want any like funky times being said, like 506 or 507. And so instead I even said this, like I say, avoid odd times like this, right? So I want everything to kind of be as much like a person would do it as possible. And the results are going to be based on that previous step of the appointment scheduling tool. So the proposed dates is what I'd present with the user, and that's going to be saved in this custom field. And this is a really cool thing that you can do. I've got someone was in the chat. I won't name drop it. We love our people in the chat. He was asking about this, and I think I was understanding. So I made a couple of different examples of what you can do with this same kind of concept. So this is 3 dates. This is 3 slots. The only difference in this case is the appointment scheduling. Let's see, it's going to be defined here. The current date and time, and then plus 7 days, right? That's going to be the same. It's going to be the prompt. That'll be the difference. Yeah. So this will say the next 3 available dates to the user. Okay. So there's your dates. And then if I wanted the next 3 available slots, I'll go this way. Yeah, the next 3 available slots of the same day. Do you see that's the nuance there? That's the difference in the two, but it makes a huge difference, right? And I'm telling the bot exactly what I want. So anyways, that's going to be hopefully interesting for you to see. In this case, I should be able to preview this bad boy and like show you. Let's hit preview and see what we see. In this case, I'm not even saying anything, so it's just going to be based off of this time. So look, yeah. In this case, it's showing me 3 of the next available days. So tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, in 3 days at 1:30. is what it's showing me here. If I was to show this other deal here, if I just move this guy and hit publish, watch the difference in what it's going to show. Just hit refresh. This should be all in the same day. If you're looking for slots for today, the next times that are available, and this is going to be, that should be for tomorrow. Is that going to be for what day? Let's ask it. For what day? Exactly. Let's see if it'll tell me. I don't think I've got any conversation. My bad. I should have been more clear. Those times I gave her the 15th. Let me know. I'll say, in this case, I don't want to necessarily go with this, but I wanted to show you guys just the way that you prompt the thing. This is going to be 3 days. This is 3 slots. I want to show you the welcome message, and then I'll call how it's going to work here. Welcome message, super duper easy. You're a helpful assistant. Your goal is to welcome the user and say, how can I help you? Right, and it's saved, and then it's just presented here. This is just a text-based welcome message, and that's what we've saved in our voice deal. I guess the last thing I should show is here. I've got in the voice channel a welcome message defined. This is probably the #1 thing that people forget to do when it comes to a phone bot, is set a welcome message here. It's required to do that. Otherwise, you're going to have it just won't answer. So I think now what I'll do is I'll call, and hopefully you're going to be able to hear Snoop Dogg. So there's me. There's like no stuff there going on. It's just guessing everything. I'm going to delete this guy so I can start clean. And hopefully, I remember I've got the pipeline deal going, right? Yeah. That's the one new thing, add to the pipeline. This will be the fun one. And it's going to alert me. Yeah, that's right. Cool. So add to the pipeline, just make sure that function is enabled there. So when they book the appointment, they're going to be added. You know, they should be added when I'm thinking about it. So they're added to the pipeline. What we should do is we should have one where they're like added by default, you know, like they're immediately added. I'm kind of thinking. You guys agree with that? I think we might have to do that. Let's do add to the pipeline. We'll call this one, second stage, maybe. Second stage. I think that'd be what we'd want to do. So this guy is going to go here. Pipeline, status, phone call lead. So yeah, so if they made an appointment, that would be when we would need to actually do the next step. So I guess they would have made an appointment in this case. They made an appointment, yeah. So I'm glad I thought of that. What I'll do here is I'll just make a duplicate, and we'll do this. We'll say, here we'll say stage 1. Rename, we'll say stage 1. First stage. Continue. And so I'll define that to be stage 1. And I guess I won't need to alert myself if it's just stage 1. I guess I could. But that might be a little too many alerts for me. So I will only get the alert if they made an appointment. How about that? And so here I just want to change from made an appointment. I'll change this to say phone call lead. So they'll end up here first. Add to pipeline. Yeah, that's the way it should be. And I think that probably what we should do here is we'll say we should probably make a rule that says like any new phone call like comes in, like pops in. I think maybe we should do that. Maybe we do that. So let's do marketing tool, and we'll make one automation rule. Let's see here. Add one automation rule. We'll say a new phone call lead, and the trigger will be. Let's think what we want it to be. Let's just make it a new. A call ended. That could be a thing right there that we do. The call ended. As soon as it ended, we could do that. I think that's probably the best thing. Start, because then if they don't even do anything, or say they lost service, we would know who they are and be able to, like, they're in the first stage, they called us, right? So as soon as the call ends, even if nothing happens, they don't book, they're still on the pipeline, and that's like really the whole point. That I think is the gangster. That was a good call. All right, so now I'll try it out. I'm going to, I guess you guys could call it too, I reckon. I think this should be just fine. We'll just use the QR code here, and we'll see if old Snoop Dogg will talk to us. So here I am. I'm going to do the same thing. So hopefully you guys will be able to hear it okay.
Welcome. How can I assist you today?
Hey, who am I speaking with?
What's crack-a-lackin'? This is Snoop D-O-double-G here to help you with questions or set you up with an appointment. Today's date is Wednesday, 2025, January 10:03 p.m., and I'm ready to roll, baby.
Man, what did you say? What is just the day? I just want to know what is today, bro.
All right. No need to get all riled up, man. Today is Wednesday, January 15th, 2025. Just chill and let me know what you need.
Man, I need to get an appointment for tomorrow at 9 a.m.
For shizzle, let me lock that in for you. I got you down for tomorrow at 9 a.m. What's your name, my friend?
Well, obviously, this is Michael Jordan. Did you catch that, player? I bet you Gemini timing out. Hey, boy, wake up.
All right, Becky, I got you down for an appointment tomorrow at 9 a.m. Just to be clear, your name is Becky Gavinas, is that right?
No, bro. My name is Michael Jordan.
My bad. So, Michael Jordan, I got you down for an appointment tomorrow at 9 a.m. Is that all correct?
100%.
All right, Michael Jordan, your appointment is set for tomorrow, January 16th at 9 a.m. You're all good to go. Anything else you need, my friend?
Nope, I don't need nothing else. I don't need nothing else, bro. Did he hang up on me? I think Gemini might be going crazy. Did I get the text? Josh became a new lead. I didn't become a new lead. I wasn't good enough. I'm gonna try it one more time. I just got the text though. Josh, you're just made for the phone channel, weren't you? I'm gonna call it again. Oops. Let's see here. I'll bet you that Gemini is gonna be popping off, man. I'm gonna delete my dude, and I want to see. Did we see his name? Oh, let's check the Kanban. Look at that, dude. 4 of them. Look, that's exactly what we wanted to see. Do you see? That's exactly what I wanted to see. Josh is right there. He's made the appointment for the $1,000. We are at 4,000 right now. Here's me. Here's me. Automation. Create about automation. This is an MVP in the making. They joined us for a live session. It was supposed to be a live session. This is going to be so good, y'all. There's my status here. I can change that if I want to. Resolved, not resolved. So these are the people I need to call back. So these are the phone call leads. So, oh yeah, that was the action, need to call back. In this case, I could say, okay, here's need to call back. Ryan, I need to call back. Then I've got 2 other numbers here. In this case, we do have the ability, you can be a contact on the Kanban twice. We'll bring a condition that checks for that. But in this case, it doesn't truly matter to me so much. But that's a thing that we'll bring. And additionally, more filters so you can like see more stuff. In this case, you can choose different statuses, obviously, within each, which is another like metadata segment. I think that this is going to be like the coolest thing to really be able to automate everything within your business here. And then again, I've got the inbox. So we've got more people coming through the inbox. Where did I go? Here I am. So let's see. I want to see if we've got some errors. I would guess that we've already rate limited on Gemini. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Boy, resources exhausted. Ate up that quota real quick. So here's what we'll do there. And like, I don't think it'll be that much slower. We're going to just switch to OpenAI. So I'll do that by going to integrations here. I think you will notice it is gonna be a little slower for sure because that Gemini is just fast in general. But I wanna make it work here with OpenAI. So I'll click save, and we have no rate limit on OpenAI. Let's go back to my deal here, and so I'm gonna call again. Oops, I should be able to call again. I'm gonna delete my dude, I guess. All right. So let's see if we can hit it now. Boy, we might be limiting out of our audio codes, man. I can't even get through. That number is busy, done blowing up. Let's see. I'm gonna try one more time. Man, y'all done blew. I can't even get in there. I can't even get in there. Where's my number? I'm like gone. 8 people. It's just so many API calls going on at once with this new number, boy. I can't even get in there. Psh, psh. Hey, Fabian just became a lead. I'm gonna go into the inbox from my phone, and I can deal. Look, oh man, look at this, dude. Look at this. I can text you now. I think I can text you. Can you see this? I'm gonna text him. Can you see this? I just texted Fabian. I don't know if he'll be able to see it or not. This is how you do it, man. Let's look at our Kanban now, how much money we're in there for. So look, 14 people. Look at that, $13,000 now we've just made on YouTube. This is how you make money with AI in your pipeline. All the people here, YouTube lead. These are all the people that have made appointments. Look at all the people that successfully made. Let's see when Dexter's appointment is. Here's Dexter. We should have, we'll make a real fast way to get over to the calendar, maybe the inbox too. This is such a good thing to do, is to like really put the things through the ringer, man. I think what I could do is click here and go to the inbox this way, but I think we should make one switch on the screen when the open maybe is like up here. Your quick action is going to be here. Boom, and I can talk to Dexter, and I can say, hey Dexter, let me know if you get this text message, bro. Let's see if he does. If he does, he'll be able to text me back. There's scrolling is dead. Here's Robert. Hopefully you'll see it. It'll be fun to see his text back. I'm making all the appointments over here. Look at that. Okay, he's still on the phone. That's why he's on there. None of those times work for Dexter. He's on a tight schedule. He's made an appointment over here, I see. If I go click here and more information, I can see more info here. We can see the steps he's taken. We can't see his steps. He's not taking steps. He's just talking to Auto GPT basically right now, or the default agent. We see his name and phone number. Before it would have just said guest, but his full name would have been there. You just would have had to go to rename. So that was such a good move. So there's Robert. Got another Robert, or does he got two phones? Or no, it must be. There's two different Roberts. Yeah, guys, this is how you do it. 19 leads now, so we're almost at 20,000. We're almost at Kim's Porsche, or not Porsche, Hummer that she was going to buy me. Right? Who do we need to call back? Let's put where am I at? Let's put Josh over here. We need to call Josh back. What else do we need to do? QR code. So now we could do a QR code lead. That was what we were going to do. And as you could, anyone that doesn't want to call that you're feeling left out, you don't feel left out, man. Don't worry about that. We'll fix that. What we'll do here is we'll do a welcome message from the QR code. So we'll duplicate the, and you know what we should do? We could actually just run the audio. Let's go to welcome message, rename QR code. And what we'll do here is we'll say, perfect. Let's just switch out so they can have the Snoop Dogg experience as well. Let's switch this out to 11 Labs here. 11 Labs, voice. What's his name? Snoop. Or was it? Yeah, Snoop, I think. And then it was AI, welcome audio, I think. Let's check. Yeah. No, it'll be welcome, I think. Just welcome. AI welcome message, maybe. AI welcome message. And then we'll save it as AI welcome audio. I think that's what we'll do. Let's make sure this just says welcome message. Yes. Okay, cool. So what's happening, guys? We're your helpful assistant. Your goal is to say, welcome, how can I help? We'll say you are Snoop Dogg, and you are saying what's up. You're Snoop Dogg and you're saying what's up. Your goal is to say hi, welcome, how can I help you? You have to have a user message here because it's a welcome message, just so you know. Like, this is the only time you want to really have that. I want to stress that. Don't remember the conversation on a welcome message and save. And so it's happening. We're generating the text, then we're generating the audio with 11 Labs, and then we're displaying it here in a send audio block. How do you get there? Is file, audio, insert link, and it'll be this custom field, which is AI audio welcome. All right. And then I'm going to also immediately add whoever comes through here. I think we'll add them to the Kanban. Yeah. So actions. Then we'll say pipeline. And this was going to go to, YouTube. We'll say QR code lead. And we'll say if it's a QR code, it's not a call, it's going to be half as valuable as a phone call. Phone calls it, they're trying to get the service, we'll assign the phone calls or the web chat QR codes to Jose, so we have a lot of emails to wake up to in the morning. Just kidding. And the stage is going to be QR code. Yeah. Continue. Cool. So publish. And so now what I'll do, I'll grab this publish link, this web chat link is on my clipboard, and then we'll go to the QR code or the magic links. And by the way, I did believe I got that all worked out here. Let's see. Let's call this YouTube leads. Yes, perfect. All right, YouTube leads. So yeah, no more space problems. I solved that from the last one too. I don't need a period there. So this is going to be solved there. You don't have any more problems with the spaces. You can make space. You can't make spaces at all. Just disable that thing. Here's your URL here. Continue. All right. And so YouTube leads. I'm going to grab this link here, get the link, and I'm going to pop the link here. And so now that should be good. And then what I need to do is, let's see if this will work. This will be super fun. Let's see. I think I got it fixed. I'll say generate an image of a realistic portrait of a rapper that looks like he's from the West Coast, up close with a microphone in his hand. Please work, your function. I think it's going to work now. No. Come on, we just won it. Generate the image of Snoop Dogg taken with a Sony mirrorless camera. Mirrorless. I'm pretty sure this is a function that we took off, but I want it back. Generate the image. Come on, give it to me. Yes. No. Dadgummit. All right. I really want a Snoop Dogg image. Should we use ChatGPT Tizzle? ChatGPT. Let's see what it'll do. Pro won't do it though. Have you guys seen the tasks stuff yet? Look at that. Snoop Dogg won't do it. All right, we'll just do one of a dude that looks sort of like him. And we just pretend I won't say that. Let's see if it'll do it. All right, cool. That's all you have to do. What if it is just like him? That's totally Snoop Dogg. Oh my God. That's him. I was going to just put him right here in the middle of the thing, but now he's not even worth putting that on there, man. Golly, that was bad. We'll just do it like this. You know what? Snoop. And then he can hold me back, man. Now he's going to hold us CBB Nation back. When we want to use a picture, that's what we do. Let's find a good one. That's a really fun one. All right. Just because we can. Oh, man, it doesn't even look good. It's too much. Dadgummit. This one is a fun one, maybe. Copy the image address here. Let's see if this one will be all right. Now, come on. We need a good one, man. I can't waste too much more time. Oh, this might be the best one. Let's copy the image address. Let's make sure this is good. Yeah, it should be fine. Let's see if this will work. Oh, man. No. Dadgummit. It's not going to play nicely, huh? I was really wanting to put a big old Snoop Dogg right in the middle of this thing. I want to scan this QR code myself really quickly and see what happens. Scan this guy. Boop. And let's see, do I come through? Charles Mack, I think, just beat me to it again. Yes, it works.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to the party, my friend. How can I help you today? Just holla at me.
Just holler at me. All right. So here's what we'll do to make web chat more fun is we'll say, because maybe we'll want it to be maybe we want it to only be voice operated. Because right now I could say, if I say, hey, like I just did, it's just going to like come back with me. Hey, I'm Gary Fee, it says, because I hadn't changed that prompt from OpenAI. So let's fix that. I just saw the thing come in. OpenAI. You're Snoop, man. What I'll do here, actually, the smart way would be to just save the same prompt here. Copy. And throw this guy here. So now that'll be the same. But what I'll do either way is I'm going to turn the default agent off, I think. I'll turn the default agent off, and then I will turn on a default flow. And I think what we'll do is we'll make this should we do the message checker? Maybe. Message checker flow. Let's do that. Save it. Then we can go to the flows here. Let's find our default flow. Default reply. That's fine. And I'll just make sure that is all good there. The same deal there. Cool. AI default reply. Yep. And so then what I'll do is I'll make sure I just have this be, well, this could be for our phone, I guess. This will be for our phone. Phone. Publish. And then we'll make a duplicate. This will be for the web chat. Web chat. And here the difference is going to be, we'll have a 11 labs element here. Actions, 11 labs. And this will be AI default reply. Yes. And this will be saved as under Snoopy. And then it will be AI default reply audio is what we want. AI default reply audio. Continue. And then the last block here is where we will add the last audio element. Pop this guy out. Actions. Oops. File. Audio. Insert link. And then here you go. Audio. Yeah, audio. Welcome. Default. Yeah. Yeah, that should be perfect. Okay, cool. So publish. And so then what we'll do is we'll go to the message checker. That's under your special message checker flow. And so we will just start off with a condition. And so if And you know, we could really do is the channel. The channel is really what we could really use here, actually. So what I'll do is I'll use a new condition here to make life even easier. Because in this case, we've only got 2 channels that we're dealing with. So we'll say current channel is, if it's going to be phone or a voice, excuse me, we'll go one way. We'll do the same thing. Condition channel is web chat the other way. So this is the starting step now. We'll start this flow here. We don't need this guy anymore. None of these guys matter anymore, actually. So I'm going to just swap them out. And we'll duplicate this guy. So if it's a voice, it's going here. If it's a web chat, it's going here. So voice, let's choose the flow. It's just going to be the default phone. And then if it is web chat, we'll go here and to web chat. And this is the message checker, like stripped down flow. So if it's voice, going here, web chat going here, publish. And so now we should be able to go back. I'm going to go back into, let's see. We want to go to our flow for, which one? Was it this one, I think? Welcome message copy. Yeah, so this one. 11 labs, I believe. Yeah, that was it. What did we have here? So phone, default reply. Yeah, so there's your default reply. Oh, you know what we need to do is add in a function here for the booking. If you want to book, you got to be able to book. So here's your function. We'll add book appointment, and let's do check availability. All right. So that's now been added for the web chat. We'll do the same thing for the phone so they could be booked again. Although the phone already worked previously. Let's add it here so we're all good. Functions, book, and check. Publish. All right, so that should be working. So I guess we just need to have the welcome message. I guess I would call this QR code. Is this the one that's going to send the thing to the pipeline? I don't know if it is. So I feel like we need to do that. Add the thing to the pipeline, right? I feel like I did that already. Pipeline, whatever. Yeah, add the contact to the pipeline. It'll be the YouTube deal. VIP QR code. I feel like I know I did this. They're probably screaming at me. Sorry. All right. And then it'll be not a phone call, but a QR code. Continue. Publish. We can grab this link here. Copy. I don't know if I save, if it's going to save the previous one we did. Magic links here. Looks like it did. Let's see. Is it going to be the same thing? So in this case, going forward, if I scan this bad boy, I should get my welcome message again. That's going to be audio. Play.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to the party, my friend. How can I help you today? Just holla at me.
Holla at me. I'm going to say, hey, and let's see if it's going to give me audio again. Yeah, man. Yes.
What's crack-a-lackin'? This is Snoop D-O-double-G, here to help you with questions or set you up with an appointment. What can I do for you today?
All right, so I'm going to say, I want an appointment for tomorrow at 8 a.m. And my name is Neil Armstrong. Let's see if he gives me my appointment. Neil Armstrong just became a lead. Look at this. What's he going to say?
It looks like that time ain't available.
Oh, no.
The available slots for tomorrow are 6:30 a.m. and 7:00 a.m. Which one works
Oh,
for
you
you?
know what we could do is look at the actual calendar that we've got, by the way. Many of you may have not seen that yet. Let's see how many appointments we've got. Appointments. Look at all these appointments, man. Filled with appointments. Right. Um, so yeah, that date probably was taken because we got a lot of appointments now. But I did become a lead somewhere. Someone became a lead. Look, 46 leads we've got now. Look at all the money we made. We almost got enough money for the Hummer. Look, so we've got 17. Look at this. Look at what was more valuable, folks. Got all the phone call leads here. And we've got the QR code leads here, almost 10,000 in phone calls. The QR code, 17 of those. That's less money, right? So more of these, but less money. All this stuff matters when you're looking at analytics and stuff. What do you guys think about this? Snoop voice, welcome message. Snoop voice, Gary V welcome message response on the text message. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure I did all sorts of fun stuff there. Just the Hummer, yeah, the wheels, 2,000 each. Oh my gosh. You got a weird date, Fabian. You know, I wonder what it thinks uh your time zone is. That's one thing to check too, is your time zone stuff, guys, is really important to have. Previously, I was in the wrong time zone here, and so all my dates were wrong. I forget what it had me at. I would think me and Jose are the same time zone, but either way, regardless, so I was like, if you don't have your time zone here set correctly, this will throw off a lot of things. And you'll also want to make sure, along with your account time zone, that you go into your marketing tools and in your appointment scheduler, you've got the ability to have your time zone set there too. And here's your time zones here. You want to make sure you set both of those correctly. Otherwise, it'd be no bueno. What else should we show? That Kanban board. This really visualizes everything. So the thing I want to just hammer in here is when you can really see the numeric value of what's going on, then you like get a better picture of what is happening with your business or your client's business in a way that you just can't with anything else that I've seen. Kim, she's already made an appointment. She's the MVP in the making. She joined us for a live session like a boss would. Capitalized would like a last name of a roommate of mine 10 years ago that all my Apple products is always get now. So funny. Anthropic Blaine just became a lead. Oh man, I wish I could. I shouldn't even share my screen because it just takes so long to. Oh, maybe it. Yeah, it's just going to take so long to do. Stupid. I've got the text message blowing me up. Oh, sweet. It did work. I guess you guys can see it, right? So I can see Anthropic Blaine just became a lead. Anthropic Blaine. I'm getting the text messages. Look, Michael Jordan just became a lead. Somebody I'm Michael Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan, man. What? I can see all my leads coming through. Neil Armstrong, Michael Jordan, Charles Mack. And what's really fun is I can just pop right in there. Let's pop into Michael Jordan and see what's up. Popped in the inbox. Yo, you ain't real. You ain't real. These, what is that? Every time I hear that, it's the plain lady. These things ain't real. You ain't real. So let's see if they say something back. No, they ain't gonna say nothing back to us. Oh, whoa! I'm scared to play this. I don't know if I should. This is like I don't know. I don't know if I should play this. So y'all couldn't hear that, but I just heard it on my headphones. Someone said I'm not Michael Jordan, and that they are. So we'll leave that one alone because I don't want to get myself in trouble with the real Michael Jordan, obviously. But you can see the text message stuff works. Having all the fun here, man. I don't think there's ever been so much participation on the live video that I've ever seen. That's like real. We're gonna like max this account out after our 25. I think we might have given ourselves unlimited. So we have 3 people. I just want to mention this. Michael Jordan's still talking. He's still talking. I better put the bot back on. Here's a great time to teach you about the inbox really quickly. In certain cases, we might not know what to say. And if that is the case, you have AI reply suggestions that can be used in lots of cases. And so here I can just be like, I don't know what to say, dude, but here's what AI told me to tell you. And it's still in the Snoop Doggy Dog, tone, I guess you could say. I could also send a voice note like, hey, bro, I'm sending you a voice note. Thank you so much for participating, play a hating, and all that jazz. I could send that to him. And so now this Michael Jordan, the one who said I was fake, he's going to be getting that reply. I could also send a flow his way. Send a flow if I have one to send him. I don't think I want to send him anything here. He says, "Give me the next appointment." Okay, so we actually could do that actually. So look at this, create an appointment. Right. So here's my calendar. We can send him the link. Booyah, booyaka. And so now he could just simply book. Is Anthropic Blaine still around? Let's send him the appointment thing. Well, he's already got it booked. We're already having a chat, obviously. Me and Anthropic Blaine at 11:30 on the 21st. But I'll send him the booking link. Create an appointment, send the link. So the other thing I might want to do if I'm feeling really baller, like just want to do all the things, maybe I just want to go ahead and make a product and sell it to anybody I want. Maybe I could want to do that. I'm good at my e-commerce here, and this is an AI course for legends only. I forgot why we made that like fake thing. We can delete this guy and let's make a product from scratch. We'll call this what do we want to call it? What we'll do, we'll say 1 hour. 1 hour AI consultation. One hour and not a minute more. All right, and let's make this thing like $500. Right? Let's say AI. What's going to be the first? OpenAI is the first thing on AI. That's funny. We'll just borrow this photo here, copy the image address, and add it right here. Here's our AI guy. All right, and so we'll save. Now we got us a product here. So I can go back into the analytics. And since Michael, oh, look at that. See, he got the appointment. So let's go ahead and send him a product to buy. Let's get some money from Michael Jordan. He's got money to spend. So I just sent him a product. So we might get more money. I bet you won't add it to the product, add it to the cart, will you, Michael? Let's turn our robot back on in case he wants to talk to us. Let's see. This person is booking an appointment with Snoop's. So yeah, Snoop's talking back. Let's send them a product too. Send products. Here's a AI consultation, dog. Boom. Wow. And let's send them a link to our calendar as well. Make it easy. Go ahead, click that thing, dog. And let's make sure we turn our automation back on in case he wants to talk. We can put a star here. And here we should see Michael Jordan. He's done. I can see all the information here. Oh, look, he's buying stuff. He's buying stuff. Buy it. Buy it. Buy it. Is he gonna do it? That's what I should show you next. Like the the dinging aspect of this whole deal. We see somebody over here talking. We see Kim. We see Neil Armstrong. Is he gonna buy the thing? It's not really gonna take your money, by the way. I don't think I've got Stripe connected to it. I might actually. Maybe I do. If that's the case, don't buy it because I don't want to do that refund. That won't be fun. Did I do it? I did do it. Yeah, don't buy that. Please don't buy that. I don't want to do that refund, man. I'm disconnecting this bad boy right now. I totally didn't think I did that. I was wondering why he didn't go through with it. Yeah, sorry. I did not want you to do that. See, I'm going to just turn the bot off now. He can't do nothing. He can't do well. $2,000 worth. Please don't make me hit that refund, dude. Please don't do that. I don't think you can now. I was just in time. Ooh, that was funny. That's funny. All right, so I got to quit playing. I think that I'm having too much fun. Boss Wood. I don't know who is in there. I don't know. That you know what? That was Doug. Doug's the baller. He was up in there trying to buy the $2,000 worth for sure. Where'd he get Michael Jordan? That's Doug. That's Doug for sure. Thank you for your donation. Yeah, that refund would not be fun. So I did not know I had Stripe really set up there. That was a fake thing. Fake news. All right, guys. I think that's it, man. I think we had some fun tonight. I think we made some. Well, let's see. How much money did we end up making? I gotta look back. How much money did we end up making so far? 53 leads on that YouTube, man. 42. We got enough. We got enough to put down on the Hummer for Kim. We're almost there. You know what? With the last YouTube video, Kim, I mean, I think we got enough for a nice Hummer now. I'll be honest. We got all sorts of people giving us money. I got to call back Dexter. Call him back. Put him over here. Bobby, and I need to call him back. He wasn't able to get an appointment. I need to call Robert back. So look, I got $5,000 more coming. You know, and check inbox to see how many times it took to get the appointment. Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah, I'll bet. You know, this stuff's only going to get better too. This is one thing to remember. When you guys first, for the ones that are old enough to remember, this is going to be something good for you to think about. Remember the sound of the internet, what they used to sound like. I want to imitate it so bad right now, but like the mic will probably blow you out. Like dial up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember that? I remember that like it was yesterday, bro. And look where we are now. AI CRMs. This is like the first kind that I've seen. Legitimately, when you're talking agentic workflows, there's not a better system. Period. And so I think that it's clear. And you know, this is still in beta, anyways. Technically, I think it's clear that with CBB Nation, with people like Kim and Charles and Robert and Josh, all of you guys that are willing to do these fun tests and push things to the limit. I mean, obviously, we're giving OpenAI and the big guys ideas. That's clear by now. But like, we are pushing things massively in a way that just further benefit us in the long run and the short term. We're doing things that people don't even know can be done. Think about what all we did with AI right now. What it would have taken a person or like a human business just to do. Like, imagine being one receptionist at a business. How many phone people? Like, how many people are answering a phone in a business these days? And think of the work we just put. 53 phone calls, bro. I promise you. If you've never worked in a place where you've had to answer phones, 53 phone calls in a shift is no joke. No matter what kind of business you're in, man, I promise you this. I promise you this. It's not even feasible. One person to deal with all that, not feasible. So when you look at that, I think I was just telling someone else, I think the call centers are probably going to be the ones that are affected by AI the most and most immediately. And again, this is the worst it'll ever be, ever. You know, if things continue on the way they are, I'm just nothing but excited. Yeah, all the fun, man. I don't know who does it like we do it. I can get a new Harley for that. Yeah, man, Dexter, we got to ride together this when it gets a little bit warmer. I want to ride motorcycles this year with my people. You may not believe, but Us is actually a 63-year-old at the gym. So be careful when you're sending your scheduler. 53 calls, you need a nap. That's right, dude. I saw him at the gym tonight. Who you saw Asta at the gym? Oh, that's funny. So he's scheduled for Michael Jordan on his web chat. It could be. Hi, bro. A cricket fantasy sports predictor. 100% accuracy. How to build. That's a great question. A cricket fantasy sports predictor. I mean, I think you'd obviously, yeah, I agree. Y'all are so fun. What does the y'all are so fun. Thank you, everyone that participated from your QR codes to your. I love you guys so much. I would know that if you've ever done a favor for us, I promise you, I'm at your debt. I'm in your debt, and I will fulfill it. You just call me, text me, message me, and whatever you need. Obviously, I will do it. So thank y'all. What does an admin see and not see? It depends on what you want them to see. You have a lot of control over that, actually. I could throw that on here really quickly. Settings here. You have the ability to move things around. Let's look at Jose here. I'll disable his permissions. Sorry, Jose. I'll give them back. If you back out everything, more things will pop up. And so you have really good control here. You've got, let's see, if you want to have the most control, I think you'd probably want to do this. Manage only assigned conversations. And then you'd only have the inbox. We haven't done anything for the boards yet, but if you guys think we could do that. And there's another permission that we want to add related to billing. That was a good request. But this is going to be probably the most controlled deal here. Yeah, that's probably what you want to see there. Someone says too expensive. What I'll say is, you find anything relatively close to our price, holla, because like for what we offer, they're definitely not too expensive. I challenge you to find anything close. Like seriously, I don't think you know Chew. I think you know. But let's see. Anything else we got here? Yeah, I don't sleep ever. Never. I think that might be it. Hopefully they don't nerf it. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I think that's it, guys. AOL dial-up. Yeah, dude. Remember how long ago that was? I'm telling you. I think that is all we got, folks. You the man, Ryan. I'm going to see all these other calls and collect our money from this Kanban here. What did we end up with again? 53 and 42,000. 42,000. That's a lot of money. All right, guys. Charles, man, thank you again. Charles is always on the money. I want to put him need to call back. I got $6,000 in the pipeline. Yeah, I don't think it could be too expensive. If it's too expensive, it's probably not the kind of customer we want. Level up. Got to level up, playa. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later. Peace.